Hey guys, Blave and Blave here, and welcome to the second draft of Draft Camp. So after my terrible display of gameplay last video, where I basically threw away my 7th win by misclicking, I want you guys to not be like me and be vigilant and take your time when you're playing your cards and think about your moves so you don't do things like me thinking you're playing it on the melee row, but really your card is hovering on the ranged row. And as promised, I'm going to be showing each card one by one so you know what I'm picking from the picks in the draft. All right, let's get started. So the first one is Goliath, Vandergrift, Joachim de Witt, and Parasite. So the one I'm going to pick is Joachim de Witt because A, he's spying, so sometimes you can use him to set up certain things like a big Arrakis Venom or something, and you can even it out. Same thing with Verdant Roach, but Verdant's better because he's 3 power, so you can just kill him with Arrakis Venom. But the big thing is that he boosts your unit by 8, which is quite a lot, so it's almost double his point value. So even though they're getting 4, you're getting double that. Okay, so we got this, this, and this. Sometimes you can't help but play things in multiple rows. Unlike in constructed, it's actually very easy to only play on one row, but in arena you have multiple abilities that work in the range row, melee row, so it's like all mixed. So you know what, it's actually kind of hard to set this up. So I'm going to pick reinforced trebuchet because so people gonna have to play on the range row, and this just deals damage over time, tick tick tick, and they're gonna have to use removal on it, which is annoying. So I'm going to pick Jermaine Picant because I like him because he spawns, basically he's 8 points. He spawns 2 cows on both sides. So you can use that to set up a big Commander's Horn or Zoltan Scoundrel at the end. So that's why I like him a lot. This card is very good, especially in the last round, because you can just kill anything and put it to the top of the deck. But I would rather have a Heat Wave or something. So I'd rather have a Jermaine Picant so that way I can set up big row plays and we can plan for it later. So I'm going to pick the Wispas here because it deals 2 damage. So it basically is a 7-point play on its own. And if we get any of the others, we can basically pump her up. She becomes a 9-point play. Fall series actually okay since you can do. I like modal cards like this. Move something to the other row. Can deal with, so for example, Ethical Pathfinder, and it can destroy Sihil. But I think we can get something better for artifact removal later. So I'm going to take Wispas just for pure points. This one deals 2 damage. This one heals it by 4 or boosts it by 2. I think I'm going to take this one because it could be a 6-point play or 4-point play, but I'm not happy about it. So this card is good if we have Brouver Hoog, but we don't. So I think I'm going to take this because it can deal damage. However, our card quality is really shitty right now. But hopefully with Reinforced Trebuchet, we can start shooting stuff and get easy picks. So we're going to take that. So this may never ever trigger. This lets you draw a card. It's good for things with deploy abilities. And if you have last say. And they pass first. No, it's actually good when you don't have last say because if they pass... No, they'll get a card first, right? Yes. Next time an enemy receives a boost, destroy that unit. The card's okay. It's good when they have the tactical advantage because then they can't use it because it just takes away the tempo. Huh. I think I'm gonna take this. Yeah. It gives me, gives me points if, we're passing and passing back and forth and maybe they don't plan for it. All right, for this one, really, it's only the row effect. This is basically a Ragnarok for 4 turns, which is good enough. Reveal a random special card. You never know what you could get with this card. And it is pretty good, but this you need to be able to ping it somehow, which I'm not very good at right now. This transforms, and this is random. I think I'm going to take this because you never know what special card you might get, and it might be good. Play an artifact from your graveyard. I'm going to take this because I really value draw and discard, and especially since we have some pretty crappy cards, we definitely want this card. So this is a tough pick. This card really kills them in round 3, and this card's just a good 13-point play. I think we need bigger stuff, so I'm going to take Tubor, and I'm really sad to pass this up. I really, really like this card. It deals 9 damage basically all over. And I mean, look at our deck. We'd get so blown out by it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to take Manticore Venom. So on this one, I'm just going to take this because it's an engine on its own. And sometimes it draws out removal. And here, I'm going to take Ragnarok because it's Ragnarok. That card is just crazy good. So for this pick, I think I'm going to take a Valak here because this way you can protect something just in case. Maybe you can protect this guy, or even Magnet Divisions, just let it grow and grow and grow. And they might never answer it. So this card's actually really good. It deals, let's say they're over, this is the last row here, it deals 1, 2, 3. So it could be a 5-point play, but this card is a huge blowout. It's basically just another Manticore Venom if they don't stack their units right. So I'll take a Arachis Venom. And would you look at that? We got her back. So this helps hit stuff in the range row. So I'm going to take this. So I'm going to take Kiramits because it gives me another copy of Ragnarok, basically. So this is something I can save with a Valak or give it immune. So I'm going to keep this one, actually. It's a good engine. Now that's what I'm talking about. This card is good, but it has orders. And we don't share any types. We have no Death Wish, so another Tibor. Glad to take. I really, really like this card if I had, let's say, a Vigo's Muzzle, but unfortunately I do not. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to take Gaunter because it's a good hard removal, and if I can protect it with a Valak, he can just kill something outright. So I'm glad we got this card because, you know, Geralt Igni is actually super good, but because I have so much removal and row stack, I'll almost never trigger this, so I'm not going to take it. So the choices I think are between Tainted Dale and Isle of the Ancestors, because this can be triggered if I play it first, or yeah, play it first. It can trigger almost every turn for a whole friggin' round. And if they don't answer it, that's a 15-point swing. So I think I'm going to take the Ale of the Ancestors. This can deal 6 points and kill something, but I think overall I just want more points, 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 points. Okay, so I don't have a lot of row. I don't have a lot of ways to destroy artifacts, but I have ways to destroy units. So here's the thing: I'm gonna take this card only because it can clear row effects and destroy enemy artifacts. So it's a modal spell. I'm sad to pass this up, but I really, really need something to destroy artifacts because I need at least one, and I don't think I might get it in the next 3. So I'm just gonna grab Iris. Hmm. Play a bronze unit from your opponent's graveyard. How good is that? It actually makes it a big toolbox near the end of the game because, you know, you might find something really good, like, you know, one of these or a Hawker Smuggler. You never know, actually. You know what? I might take this one. I don't like this card because sometimes you have to eat something big and it doesn't really do anything. It didn't give you any points. And this, it needs to be boosted in your hand. And this, what if they play something big, kills it, it does 5 damage to it, but so what? You know what I mean? It's like you just dealt 5 damage. So it might not be as bad as I think. And some people don't play around it, so it might be better than this actually. I do like playing bronze units from people's graveyards because most people pick, you know, the best bronzes, right? You know, let's try it. So this deck, I don't have any locking yet. And that's one thing I look for as well. I look for locks. So since I don't have any locks, I think I'm going to take this. It kind of sucks that I'm passing this up because it deals 4 damage. But I think I really, really, really value at least a lock. Because I need sometimes to stop abilities. And sometimes you can't kill something. For example, Siri Dash or something. This can just stop it outright. And sometimes the ability is way more important than the actual point value of the card itself. So we'll take this. So I think I'm going to take Temerian Drummer, only because it can help me with orders. I can help with Gaunter or Fringilla. I can use her right away. So yeah, not really so much with Valak because, you know, what's he going to protect? But yeah, I like Temerian Drummer a lot. And it's 5 points because it gives it Zeal. Oh yeah, baby, we got him. We got Brouver Hoog, one of the best leaders, so I'm going to grab him. I like him better than Ada because we need our row moving because we can use Reinforced Trebuchet. And that's going to be our deck. So thank you guys for joining me for the second draft. If you want to see the matches, they'll be up soon. And yeah, please consider dropping a like, subscribe for more content. Hit me up on my social media, leave a comment below, talked about my picks and my general gameplay. And I'll see you guys in the matches coming up soon. Thanks for joining.